was established by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees called UNHCR in 1994 in response to a wave of forcibly displaced people fleeing genocide, violence, and wars in Burundi, Rwanda, and DR Congo. Originally built for a population of some 9,000 people, now has quadruplicated in size to nearly 28,000 people. A significant percentage of refugees are in standstill situation, have been living in the camp for 5 to 10 years or even more. Prior to becoming a refugee camp, the Dzaleka facility has served as a political prison, and what I saw, it is still a prison, but now for innocent people, for the refugees. Malawi's encampment policy restricts the freedom of movement and the right to employment limits refugees' opportunities to earn a living. In general, sanitation in the camp is poor due to overpopulation, poor drainage systems, and limited access to family latrines. Boreholes are within reasonable distances, however they are not enough, leading to long waiting lines. The camp is very small, overpopulated and surrounded by local villages, and so there is insufficient access to agricultural land for most of the population. The majority of refugees are completely dependent on food aid and other external assistance for survival, but unfortunately, this help is not enough.
I'm from DRC Congo.
I'm from DRC Congo.
I'm from DRC.
I am from eastern part of DRC, that is South Kivu, from Fizi district of Congo.
There are many things that are happening, especially persecution and mistreatment, and there is most of the time war, and people are being killed. So it is so surprising if you just reach the place and see what is happening. Really, I'm telling you that it is it's kind of something that you cannot imagine it happens.
I mean, there are many war, conflicts, discriminations, something like that.
In the area which has all, what happened is there is the government soldiers fighting with the rebels, and there is even ethnic groups where people discriminating each other, there are insecurities, there is so many things which is happening, but the most is most things is government and rebel soldiers always fight, and the insecurities from other peoples, like people like my soldiers rising against what Banyamulenge. There is these Banyamulenge also fighting back my soldiers. There is rebels also fighting against government soldiers. Government soldiers also fighting against against rebels, which makes people to have problems in that part of DRC.
The rebels, they just kill people, and also they rape people, and that's why people, they are not favored by that deed that they're doing there.
They rape women's young ladies, and you find that during war, when people are running here and there for security, and you find that most of them are being killed, and especially women cases are just like, you find they are raped. So it's not really good to stay there. That's why you find that we always run out to find a better place where we can live peacefully.
The reason why I came here in Malawi is because of insecurity. I ran away from tribalism because I'm a Luba, and the place where I was staying, there were Kasais. So it was like they were discriminating the Lubas from the Kasais. If you are not a Kasai, they chase you away. That's why I came here in Malawi.
It's so much danger because the time when they are fighting like that, they don't care, they don't choose, they don't worry about people. They shoot carelessly, they rape, they kill, they steal people's properties, they burn people's properties, they destroy and leave people with nothing. You can be with your family, whereas you are maybe 20 in your family, they just kill everybody, they left you alone. So that's the most things which is danger to the innocent people. Those people were not there when these things were starting, but when the war start, they'll be involved also in these things. They'll be rape things, discriminating and so on.
They attacked him together with the whole tribe, the whole area, just to finish everyone, to really make sure that there is no one there, so that they can take over the land and use it for their own benefits, something like that. So they did not want to argue, they did not want to just agree. It was very, very hectic because I myself was threatened because of what happened to my family. My father had 2 wives. The first wife was my mother, so she has been killed. And my 2 elder brothers also have been killed. Our house has been burnt, put on fire, and my father had some activities. He was doing some businesses, so he was a trader. So a trader, you find that he was having a milling machine and many other stuffs, but you find that all of those things have been burnt and nothing was left. They were even trying to kill him. That's why he tried to run with us, because we were staying together with him. When he heard about, and then he decided to leave the country because it was not possible for him to stay again there.
In our family there in DRC, it happens that first of all we are the people who was no nation, because Nyamulenge people in DRC are not counted as Congolese. Even also they count them to say they are Rwandese. When they go to Rwanda, Rwandans also they say they are not Rwandese, they are Congolese. So these 2 countries are refusing these people. They are the people who was tribe but they don't have nationality. So it becomes so discriminative in the country. Not only that, political problems, discrimination, ethnic war, and the battles are the smallest story which I can say which happened into our family.
My father was working in government in charge of taxes. So when the rebels took the town, they were like making an obligation that those all people who were working in government to work with them. So my father also was forced to work with them. And after them to leave the town, they went away with my father. Then the government attacked us by saying that my father joined the rebels, and that affected much my family. And then they started to say that we are not Congolese. There was something like discrimination by saying that the rebels were from Rwanda and Uganda. And then they said that us also we are strangers.
This tribe was in a conflict with another tribe. So the other tribe was supported by the government. So that's why we couldn't have much support or much defense on our side to attack those people. That's why we decided to run away.
Ran away with my mother and my 2 sisters because they have already took my 2 brothers. And then when we went, we faced again that problem. That problem affected my mother, and that they raped my mother and they tried to kill. Then I ran away with my sister, but we lost on our way escaping. We lost it. I think I moved myself because I had any other choice to do.
I lost a lot of people. I lost my aunties, my uncles, my father, my grandparents, properties, a lot of things. A lot of things. I felt myself empty because though the things which I lost and the people whom I lost were such a wonderful people and the wonderful things to me.
One day I was caught and I was obligated to be like a soldier, and that one was very bad to me, and I didn't even prefer to do such a job. And also I knew that if I will be a soldier, I will not last for long, and my vision will not be achieved. That's why I tried my best to leave that country and come here. But I was in the hands of those soldiers, and they were training me to become a soldier so that I can defend the country. I was feeling so bad because it was not my choice to be there. I ran away because the day that I did there 1 week and a half in that training. So one day I was told to go to ask for food in the villages. So that's why I found my way to run. And
I took my way to searching the safe place. Then I reached Rwanda. Rwanda couldn't find any supporter. I couldn't find any help. And until I reached Burundi, I couldn't there also help get any help. Until I reached Tanzania asking for help, and I couldn't know how I found myself in Malawi.
I was forced to leave DRC into Malawi to seek for peace.
We did not know that we are coming to Malawi. When we were running, we did not know that we are coming to Malawi. We were just going, seeking for a place where we can find peace so we can stay there, because we did not know that we are coming to Malawi. On the spot, we found ourselves here. It was this other person who helped us to go from where we were up to reaching here. So we were in the bush. From the bush, we could walk, get tired, sit, sleep, wake up, keeping on, because we were afraid of staying at one or another place because it was so dangerous for us.
Malawi, life is good, first of all, because there is peace. There is nothing like war. That's the best thing which I found in Malawi. There is peace. People can sleep. There is nothing like guns and some other stuffs. But in some other areas where food, it's very difficult to find food, to be employed, to open to growth, to succeed dreams, because life in a refugees camp, it's always harder for someone to succeed his dreams. That's why life becomes so difficult in Malawi. But otherwise, according to peace, Malawi, it is a peaceful country and we are enjoying the peace which is in Malawi. But in other areas, a man needs a lot of things, which means in areas like eating, financially, educationally, things are not good.
Well, here I found help because right now I'm in the camp. Even though we are facing many problems here, I reached this country of Malawi. Exactly, we are in peace, but we are having some difficulties because I don't have any right to get a job, any right to do anything, because I'm like a prisoner. I'm just limited.
The life in the camp, according to like peace, we have peace. But in terms of finance, most of the people in DRC, they were doctors, others they were doing good businesses. But here in the camp, it's like a prison. We do nothing. We depend on the food that we receive from the distribution that is sponsored by the UNHCR.
Yes, actually here where we are, that's where we come to receive food. These are the stores, as you can see, that the store we receive. They keep our maize there, and the beans and everything that comes. So normally we have to be like programmed. The people like, for me I'm F3, which means like in my car we are family size is 3. We have 3 people in my family, so you have to be called, and then you stay in a queue there. We have a lot of people in the camp, for about 28,000 people. So they're scheduled for a week. This day, these people will receive. This day, this. So you come, we make a queue here. There's some chairs here, so people sit there, and then you be called with your ration card. You come, give, and then they give you food, and then receive 13 kg of maize and half liter of oil, 2 kg of beans, and 1 kg of porridge. So it's for it to keep you the whole month. So you can imagine how we live in the refugee camp. So yeah, this is the place. This is the place. That's our life.
Our food is not enough at all. Food is not enough because we receive 14 kg per month, and if we talk about 14 kg one person per month, whereas that person can eat this 14 kg within 4 days or 5 days, it is finished. Now you are given this 14 kg per month. You don't have relish, you don't have money for for taking this maize at Ama meal. You don't have charcoal, there's no trees to cut for making charcoals, there's no means of making fire so that you cook, so life becomes so hard and harder. It's very difficult for somebody to survive with this food distribution which they give.
The food that we receive is not enough to take us the whole month. So normally you can, if you are 3, you can share you can take part of the food that you have received, you sell, but sometimes it's very dangerous because if you didn't manage it very carefully, the month will finish and then you don't have enough food, so you're going to starve. So sometimes we have to find some beeswax right in the camp. So you have to go and mold bricks. You make bricks. We have to go and help, like with the people. You find a place where they are making a house. You go there, please, can I take part? If they have money, they can, okay, come. You're going to help us in the building of the house, and then you carry the mud and stuff. Because you just with mud, just this same soil, you can make bricks with it. You can construct a house. That's how we do. So we take that thing, you can go there, they help you, you help them, they give you something, maybe 1,000 kwacha or 2,000 kwacha. It can help you maybe buy, because not every day will be eating beans. So you can maybe try to buy the vegetables, even some small fish, small fish. Then you eat with the family, and then the days are going, and you more. We're living in hope, so believing that this thing is going to change. So that's how we just live in this camp all these 11 years.
I find that the life that we find here is not really a comfortable life that we need to find ourselves in, because you find that we are facing a lot of challenges. You find there is no job here. We are not working. There is no job opportunities are not there. We are just in the
For
camp
refugees.
for refugees. We don't have job opportunities.
We can't work as a refugees. We can't travel anyhow. We need to ask for permissions before traveling. We can't go beyond our limits. We need just to surround within the camp, and the villages are near us. And sometimes when you start raising your businesses, they always call us to say trauma people, nomadic people, people who moves up and down. Those people who are not having knowledge, they call us a lot of names, which makes us to be feeling humiliated.
We don't work here. We don't have any job. So how can we imagine to survive if there is no job, if there is nothing? So what are you going to do for you to even take care of the family, or take care of the children, or even taking care of yourself? You failing because you don't have any job that you're doing, so that you can expect a salary every end of the month, which can allow you to buy something, because the body needs also to be fed. The body needs to be clothed. So how are we going to have all these things since we do not work, since we do not have any support? We do not have anyone who is assisting in terms of like money, except the food that we are having from UNHCR.
Refugees are not having much access to everything which is Malawi. If Malawians can have 100% of access, which means refugees here may be given 10% of access. So that's what makes life to become so bad and rigorous in Malawi.
Life is so difficult here. The conditions that we are finding ourselves in are a very difficult condition, that we even reaching to crying some of the days, and we do not know where are we going to go and what are we supposed to do. We are here, it is a long time now since we are here, so we do not see any way forward, something like that. I've been living here for 10 years and there is no any way forward. I do not know what I'm doing here. But if you find in 10 years what a person would have done is greater. But here, if you ask me what have I done in 10 years, nothing. I'm just here at one place and I do not know what to do.
Life in Congo was very good. And for example, my father there in Congo, he was working and we were living a good life. We were going to school, we were enjoying life. But now here in Malawi, my father is not working, he's doing nothing, just staying at home. And as children, we go to free schools.
I have no expectation about the future if I'm in Malawi, but I can have the feeling of a future in me. I have a dream to say things gonna be better one day.
Do you have a dream?
Yeah, I have a dream.
Do you want to share?
Yes, my dream is to become a international chief justice, so that I stand against this discrimination and the wars which are happening in Africa. So I'm always willing to work for that, to volunteer on that and try all my best so that I become the chief of justice, so that I should at least make justice and spare the innocent souls and innocent people who are suffering without knowing the reasons why they are suffering.
My expectation of the future is that I will see my community in a good place, and also I will see myself in a good position, and also the community itself will recognize what is the importance of being together or collaboration, because here we live in diversity, and most of the time diversity becomes a challenge to people. And also we need to make sure that tomorrow I can see people being together without any discrimination.
What I'm expecting is that I want to be somewhere, so a place that can remind me of my home, whereby I'll be enjoying life, I'll be working. After finishing my studies, I'll be working. My father also will be working, and we live a life full of enjoyment and peace.
I really expect to do great things. I expect to use my career that I have. I want it to just blow. When a person is finding himself in a certain kind of disability, it is impossible for him to just open up with whatever he has as knowledge, as experience, as talent. You find that we are not really expanded. We are just like that because we do not know where to go. We do not know what to do. But our expectation are that we should do great things in future and help others who are in need. As we are in need, if we get helped, we shall also help those who are in need, because remaining in the same situation for a long time is not good. We really need a change. We really need something new to be done for our sake.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Refugees are struggling to live in the Dzaleka refugee camp. They struggle to have food to eat, clothes to wear, hopelessness, and prejudice. They explain that their strengths come from believing in God and in Jesus Christ. Every Sunday, almost all the refugees go to the church to ask for help and to thank. They thank God for everything they have. They thank God for having peace. They thank God to be alive.
Religion is important into the life of refugees because it unites people in the spirit of love, which means that people from different nationality, different tribes, different languages, unite them into one place to worship God. For example, I'm from Rwanda, somebody from Burundi, somebody from Congo. All of us, we come, stay together, we share, we eat, we collaborate, we feel mercy for each other, and we help each other in the same realm of religion. It's teaching us to behave like human beings, not like trauma, not like animals, with the spirit of humanity, integrity, so that we can collaborate in the society. It helps also people to know how to avoid bad things and to do good things. For example, if I'm used of beer drinking, religion, it will help me to stop this and to move in a good way. Religion make people to feel compassion and encourage people to not laugh. Those who are disabled, those who are trauma, those who have been affected by cancer, by HIV.
Power to our life. Father, you know our life and you know our suffering. We ask for your assistance and your power in our lives. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, don't abandon us, Jesus. Don't leave us alone in Jesus. We need you to come near us, Father, to assist our life, to assist our project, to assist everything, Father, in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
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 It putting us in the same spirit where if one is affected with problem, all of us shall rise to help the person in the problem. It's helping us to remove some stress which we had for the past life. It's help people who are helpless and hopeless, for example, widows, orphans, make them to think that they are not lonely, they are loved, they are important, they are not rejected.
Along with their faith in God, the refugees unite and try to find ways to better their condition and help one another.
My name is Alan Tenta. I'm from DR Congo. The idea of Salam Africa was born in us. We were 5 guys, 4 boys and 1 girl. We did some research in the camp about youth and the different activity that youth used to do in the community. We realized that apart from the children and youth who have the chance to participate at the different few schools projects which are in camp, the rest of them, they don't have activities to do. So we realized it was good to create an organization that will be helping the other youth to be creative, developing their talents in artistic ways, in football ways, and all the different activities for them to be productive to the community. Is very important because we do take different youth who have been victims of drug and the alcohol, and then we help them to change and they become good changers in the community. We also take different children who have been dropouts from school and take them back to school. So on my side and with the different appreciation from the community, I think Salam Africa is very important. At the beginning it was very hard because we only had ideas, but we were having barriers on how to start because of the materials, and it was very difficult for us to start because we were having that fear on how to start, how can we start this thing. But with the determination and the passion we had to help the youth in the community, we then start, and until now we have now 3 years. Participation in Salam Africa is for everybody because we don't have cultures, we don't have religion, we don't have any condition. It's just the matter of participate and become also changing your habits. If you're having bad habits, and then you change, because we don't allow people to take drugs, alcohol in our organization. Our expectation for the future is to make Salam Africa grown up and become maybe internationally, worldwide, and help different youth. You know, come from conflict backgrounds, Africa, and it will be very good to help different youth and try to assist the different youth who have passed in different things that have passed through, like for example the child soldiers, helping those youth to stop those practice and become the valuable people for the community of Africa and the world in general. And you know, now there's a practice of terrorism which is dominating the whole world. So I think with Salam Africa, by telling youth it's better to have the recreate together, it's better to be creative and do arts things that will help the world. So I think the future of Salama will be very valuable to the whole world.
My youth in the camp, they should really work hard, go to school, try to work hard, no matter we have the challenge with the food, the water, a place to sleep. Sometimes we lose hope, but we should not lose hope. We should work hard, because a day will come whereby I'm going to forget everything, all the shame, because it's kind of a shame may come with, if in a family where you have a good background, but because of some political issues, because of some conflict back in the country, you find like you are now called a refugee. For sure, the name refugee is a very bad and shameful name ever in the world. Everyone is called a refugee, you feel very bad. You can have a talent, you go somewhere, like in Lilongwe or somewhere, this guy can sing, but since you're a refugee, it is like an insult, and people don't consider you. It feels very bad. But I can say that should not be a barrier to us. It should be something that can revolt us to be strong and work and give something that, no matter the status, but we are really people. We have something to give. We have a story to tell. So actually, I like this song. It's one of my songs that I've written so far. It is entitled "One Day Will Come." One day will come. So it's a song that is giving hope to a certain friend of mine. We're together at a place, and then we just seated, and she was complaining about life in the camp. And then I thought to write a song. And then I was telling her like, one day is going to come. And then I started like trying to write something with the guitar. And then I titled the song "One Day Will Come," to give hope to the world. Everyone who's feel like there's no hope for him. There's, no matter the struggles, the battles that you're going through, the pain, the shame in life, just believe like there's hope for you. There's a day that's gonna come. Things are going to change. Just believe in God and put yourself like there's something that's going to change. So the song goes this way. One day will come. One day will come. One day will come. Everything's gonna change. One day will come. One day will come. One day will come. Everything's gonna change. Happiness will come. Real joy will come. Just one day, everything's gonna change. I know and I believe it's just a matter of time. My star will shine, no matter the troubles, the struggles, the battles. I won't let go, even if it feels like I'm chasing the wind. I'll still going, going. Nothing can stop me. I know where I'm going. And I will sing this song, this song. One day will come, one day will come, one day will come. Everything's gonna change. One day will come, one day will come. Just one day, everything's gonna change. Thank you very much.
I am refugee.
I am refugee. I am refugee.
I need a better place.
I need a long life.
I need a place to live.
I need peace.
I am refugee.
I'm a refugee.
I want to have a good future.
I want study.
I need health.
I need the better life.
Spend time in Dzaleka taught me many life lessons. I've learned how cruel the world is and how we disrupt the lives of human beings through discrimination, power, natural resources, business, profit, and money from wars. I've learned how the world is unfair and unequal, some with a lot, others with nothing. I've learned what brotherhood, friendship, and love means through examples. The refugees have shown me that it doesn't matter if they will not have food for tomorrow. Today, we will share everything we have with those who have nothing. The refugees show me that families are composed not only by people of the same blood, but that the love between all people is the same. The refugees showed me how strong your inner force can be to face the obstacles that we have in life every day. The refugees showed me that we are all the same and that the world needs to know that. They are just like you and me. They had their homes, their families, men had college degrees. They had jobs, food, entertainment. Now they are innocent prisoners. The world needs to know that and act.
Pasi, utoya kosunga kayo. soki pasi ekomi na motema nalapi na ye mpona yo nakosala nyonso ekoki na moto kosala olangwisi motema na ngai Yesu we Yesu we Yesu we yo moninga malamu Yesu moninga malamu Yesu we moninga na Yesu we moninga dango Yesu we yo moninga malamu mona yo nalapi Yesu we wasinga na kosala Yesu we